there was Sessional Paper number 10 of 1965. A lot of the things that were in the President's speech look to be a duplicate of that Sessional Paper.
Honorable Aden Mohammed, member for Wajir East.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for affording me this opportunity. I stand to support the speech of His Excellency the President. There were so many good things in that speech: digital transformation, more teachers for our schools, universal health care, and all that. But Madam Speaker, and fertilizer for agriculture and for coffee and things like that. But Madam Speaker, I come from a region called Northern Kenya, a region that has been marginalized for so many years. Madam Speaker, I am cognizant of the fact that there was Sessional Paper number 10 of 1965, which has prioritized development along the railway line. A lot of the things that were in the President's speech look to be a duplicate of that Sessional Paper. Madam Speaker, 3/4 of this nation is arid and semi-arid, and the mainstay of that 3/4 of this nation is livestock. I have not heard any mention of the livestock industry in the President's speech. I find that is something that was omitted and something that should be of importance to this nation. Madam Speaker, our President is very strong on climate change. Actually, he is a global ambassador and champion on matters climate change. Our country is synonymous with our President's very eloquent elucidation of the vagaries of climate change. Unfortunately, one of the big manifestations of climate change in our country right now is the El Nino phenomena. Again, I have not heard or seen any mention of the El Nino phenomena that is ravaging our country in the President's speech. I implore the President and his team also to take these phenomena very seriously. Parts of my constituency and major parts of northern Kenya are now under floods. Over 50 people have lost, unfortunately, have lost their life because of floods. Madam Speaker, our nation is paying about 1.871 trillion in debt this year. The biggest burden this country is facing is the debt burden. While I applaud the efforts His Excellency is making in reducing our debt burden and paying off at least 1/4 of the Eurobond in advance before its maturity date of 30th June of this year, of next year, I have not seen a correspondent reduction in our appetite for expenditure. While we are paying for every 100 shilling we collect, we are paying 81 shillings to service our debt. We are still, as a country, gobbling up expenditure for things that are not necessary. I also would like to see that a reduction in our expenditure so that we can at least maintain our debts at sustainable levels. Madam Speaker, other than those few remarks, I find that the presidential speech was full of things that was good for this country, and I support the speech. Thank you, Madam Speaker.